Hello and welcome, it's Terry here for Tailored Expressions. Today's video showcases the versatile A Year in Bloom stamps and the petite scallop gallery builder. Let's get started. Let's get started with the main supplies. I am using a few stamps from A Year of Blooms that I have placed on A Year of Bloom stamp collection card. The petite scallop gallery builders, mini strips stamp and dies, and I also used a fine line script background stamp. For additional supplies, I will use foam squares, Versamark, and VersaFine clear ink, as well as clear embossing powder. And cardstock not shown in the color, toffee, buttercream frosting, guava, tropical punch, and sweet basil. To save on time, I went ahead and did most of the die cutting off screen. Here you will see that I used the scallop dies from the gallery builder and cut that out of guava and tropical punch cardstock. The dies without the scallop edges are then used to cut out of buttercream frosting. Here you can see how the two layers work together. So the design that I have in mind requires a lot of repetitive stamping. To save the trouble of making sure the alignment on the stamp and cardstock were perfectly aligned, I made a little template to assist with the stamping. I used a scratch piece of cardstock and selected the dies from the gallery builder set that I used to cut out the buttercream frosting cardstock. This simple template will hold each of the die cuts in place for repetitive stamping. After I ran that through my die cutting machine, I then placed the template into my stamping platform. I use low tack tape to tape the edges of the template down so that it doesn't shift. Now that the template is placed and secure, I will go in with a few of the A Year in Blooms flowers and place that where I want to stamp. Then going in with all of the buttercream frosting die cuts from earlier, I am popping it into the empty slots of the template. I inked up the stamps with VersaFine clear ink and stamped that onto the template. I used a pointy tool to remove the stamped images out of the template and repeated the process with all remaining buttercream frosting die cuts. This is such a simple hack and can save so much time. I hope that you would give it a try. Now using liquid adhesive, I am adhering the stamped images to a scallop die cut. And for the background panel, I trimmed down sweet basil cardstock to an A2 size card panel and stamped on fine line script using Versamark ink. I poured the gold embossing powder on the inked area and heat set that with my heat tool until it was nice and melted. I went ahead and trimmed it down to 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. Here, I am playing around with the placement of each image. It doesn't have to be perfectly aligned. You can stagger it at a diagonal or leave more open spaces between each one. I used foam squares to pop it up from the background panel. I then trimmed it down using my scissors. To give a little dimension, I adhered it to an A2 size toffee colored cardstock before I adhered it to a top folding card base. I then stamped mini strips in floral on toffee cardstock with VersaFine clear ink. I poured a clear embossing powder over the sentiments and heat set that with my heat tool. I used the coordinating mini strips dies and selected 2 from the set. I added that onto my card panel using foam squares. And this completes my card. I hope you found some inspiration and have time to get crafty. Please don't forget to like this video and follow the channel. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderfully blessed day. Bye bye.